Welcome to the Duck in a Pond Not E3 Predictions video. Let's dive right into the predictions. Alright, for some general predictions, I predict that rumored Nintendo Direct will be announced and that there will be a Sony showcase announced as well. And that Sony will announce the PS5 price increase during the period of not E3 to have the games distract from it. And then I predict that Amazon will announce something gaming related and that there will be a medium amount of new game announcements, but not as much as we would expect normally. Alright, for Summer Game Fest, I predict that Hideo Kojima will appear to promote Death Stranding 2. Some interruption will occur, protests, publicity stunt, or some other interruption. A Bioshock project will be shown off. Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth will be shown off. Blumhouse Games will bring a horror game. CD Projekt Red will show off more footage of Witcher 4. IOI will show first footage of Project 007. There will be a Nintendo Switch 2 sizzle reel. Sega will show off their Jet Set Radio revival. Square Enix will show off the Final Fantasy IX remake for the first time. Yacht Club Games will show off Mina the Hollower. And finally, Valve will reveal Half-Life 3. For Devolver Digital Direct, I predict that they'll have their usual wild shenanigans that will make people talk. Probably something about layoffs that seems ripe for the mine at this point. That they'll show off some sort of racing game, some sort of TV show adaptation. That's all I really have. I don't know much about them to really have many predictions, but those are my predictions. Alright, for Xbox, I predict a new Call of Duty game will be announced like clockwork for Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. They have that court order, they gotta get one out soon, and I predict this is the year for it. Gears of War E-Day will have a release announcement. We'll get some Fable gameplay. A new Forza Horizon will be revealed, but no release date or even year. State of Decay 3 footage. Perfect Dark release date. I predict there will be Nintendo Switch 2 ports of Sea of Thieves and Halo 1 Remastered revealed. The Persona 4 remake will officially be revealed. Hollow Knight Silksong will be shown off. Now, I have a different one here, Lego Banjo and Kazooie, something a little different. We'll see if that somehow ends up happening. The Outer Worlds 2 will get a release date. There will be Clockwork Revolution footage, if you remember that one from a couple of years ago, and a 2026 release date. And then the OD game from Hideo Kojima will get some gameplay and a 2026 release date as well. Okay, so for the rumored Nintendo Direct, I predict we'll get a Metroid Prime 4 Beyond release date, a Kirby Air Riders overview plus release date of September 25th, Rhythm Heaven Groove overview plus January 2026 release, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream overview, and a March 2026 release. Drag X Drive gameplay plus August 7th release. Animal Crossing New Horizons General Update 4K 60 will be announced, plus a new Animal Crossing tease. A GameCube NSO reminder, probably date Fire Emblem Path of Radiance coming to it. And then Donkey Kong 64 coming to NSO 64 in July before Donkey Kong Bonanza. Some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe Switch 2 Edition, 4K 120 FPS plus 6 new fighters. A Pikmin 4 Doppelganger upgrade pack 4K 60, plus an additional world to explore, or possibly a Pikmin 5 is in early production, Monolith Soft's new IP, and then for third-party support, I predict there will be a Baldur's Gate 3 port, a Sea of Thieves, Halo 1 Remastered, gone over again, a Metal Gear Solid Delta reveal, a Resident Evil 2 remake port, and a Monster Hunter Wilds port. And then finally, the PlayStation State of Play. So I predict that Wolverine will be shown off, there will be Astrobot DLC, they'll show off a little bit of gameplay of Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, and Uncharted 5 tease as well. A new Ben Studio game, maybe a Siphon Filter reboot. Demon's Souls 2, maybe? A Firesprite developed Last of Us VR game for PlayStation VR 2. The Horizon Zero Dawn multiplayer game will be revealed. Gran Turismo 8, Greek God of War, and then just throwing this out there because the show has been really popping off on social media, maybe a Lego Last of Us? That doesn't seem likely, but also who knows. Thank you for watching, and make sure to tune in next week during NotE3 for my Fast Lane series, where I'll go over the announcements of each day after they've happened for a total overview of all announcements. Like and subscribe, and have a great day.